got to be one of the most amazing mornings I've woken up to. Like, I'm just doing a 360 here. Might still be a little dark in spots, but I gotta get dressed and go get coffee. But amazing. I think this is where I want to set up camp tonight. I need to get something flat. There's a rock right here would be a good spot to set up camp. Actually, I want to, there's camp right there. That's where we're sleeping. And this is what we're standing on. That's what I slept on. But let me tell you something though. After it being so warm out yesterday, the rock was pretty warm to sleep on. I wouldn't want to, see, I gotta crawl through all that to get over there. I gotta find another path here. Gotta find ways to go up and down and get around on an easy way. So I'm gonna get some pants on and get dressed and make my descent and put camp together. I just wanna I have to make sure also that you gotta keep in mind the higher you go, the less wood you have. And I'm up here for 2 nights, tonight, and last night. Last night was Friday, today's Saturday. So, get me pretty lucky, I think. I think where I'm at for camp is pretty decent. That's a good spot right here. But the sunrise is definitely the plus when you're waking up in these parts. We're gonna make our descent down and just taking a walk around now that I'm trying to find another spot where I'm gonna sleep tonight, where it's just as beautiful. Like, this is just utterly amazing. But I think if I stay along this ridge, like, this is just gorgeous right here. I can easily walk down these rocks here, and there's a path down there. However, I gotta find a way out, and that looks pretty wet. I'm trying to get down the path of least resistance. So with the amount of fog that's out here and the way that the terrain is, the best thing for me to do, so I don't kill myself, is to kind of go straight down and try to do it without getting wet. I got boots on, which is pretty much my key thing right now that's gonna keep me from falling. I came up here with shoes one time and that was a mistake, but I managed. I'm just gonna, and as you can see, it gets pretty cliffy, fairly high. cliffs are getting closer and closer, coming down. What I need to do is I need to find my way over to there. Like I said, the path with less resistance. All this moss that you see here, this stuff is wet. Easily I could slip and slide down these rocks, and it could get really bad for me. And they're sharp and they're jagged. See, this is the way to come here. And I also got something else in my hand, so I'm carrying a solar light, which I brought 2 up with, and this one doesn't work, just in case I needed some light. And I gotta get through all that and down there. So like I said, you just gotta keep trucking down in such a way that hopefully one of these times I find a really good path downwards. I think this is probably my best bet. This is a chunk of rock, and this is going to take me down into the trees, and that's what we want. We got to be very careful now, because it's going to get wet and slippery. This is pretty much where we're going to start our adventure into the trees and coming up from all that. Probably wondering stuff. What possesses somebody to do this? I'm thinking is, why is everything got to be so wet for 2 days? It didn't rain last night, but the bush seems to stay wet for a bit. Anyways, I'm going to shut my camera off and as long as I can keep my camera dry, I'm able to videotape. But if not, it's going to get put away. Okay, so we walked along the top of those cliffs way over there, and we walked all the way across, all the way around, and we came down off the top of these cliffs, and we just happened to come across this bed here. Looks like they kind of came in through here. There's a trail through here where all the grass is laid down. There's a spot where it's all smushed. Spot there, and back over here, if you can guess what that is, and right back there. And I don't know which way they went. There's another spot that looks like they kind of walked through there, and they came through there, or one of the two, so they must have slept there last night or night before last. That's kind of neat. 4 bears. I'm bear hunting. Not with a gun, but with a camera. Alright. I'm on top of the roof here at my uncle's cabin. And we got 12-foot walls. And it's a 25 by 16 cabin. 25-foot walls with 2x6 sawmill cut lumber. And I'm starting to build the roof here. And yeah, I just got some work. It's middle of the afternoon. He's gone to go get some lumber. And I'm just looking at the rest of my backyard here. The cabin's turning out pretty good. Getting the roof on. So, and just doing a video of me on top where I'm at. This is where the rafters are started. And Just getting a good look around with the video here. And I think there's a bear back in there. Something's moving around back there. You can see Mr. Beaver. He's in there. He's working away. I don't see that bear. There's about 4 or 5 bear sightings in the past week. And we have an unusual duck too. And he's down in here. He's red and black with white. And he looks like a loon, but not quite. That's our beaver. He's a fair-sized guy. I'd like to know where that bear went to. I saw something moving there. There's some bush that moved around. There's a trail that goes in behind that, and I gotta follow that in order to get up into those mountains. And I'm not sure if you can see it. I can't see it on the camera, but I can see my tent from here, where we stayed up in here somewhere. I can barely just see the tip of it. If you follow the tree there, the dead tree, in behind that, there's the top of my tent. You can see the bit of lime green, but it's just utterly amazing. What a spot to have a couple of logs and to have a campfire and to sit and just look around. That's somebody's backyard right there, Uncle Bob. Hey? Those logs made it there by themselves? I don't think so. It's 20 after 8 p.m. I got a half an hour to get up there before the sun gets down, get a fire, get dinner, and blah blah blah. Being as it's 8:30 at night, that's where I need to go. I need to get up there. The bugs are horrible, and I got the hoodie on because I can't stand them being on my head. And I got food and stuff to do, and I still got a fire to make, and it's 8:30 at night, and I got less than a half an hour worth of light. Okay, so I'm trying to gather some wood here, and I'm losing my time. I'm on a pole here, and as you can see, it's going to be nighttime, and there's camp and a bit of wood, and as you see, there's not a whole lot of wood hanging around here as my daylight starts to drop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up as much small wood as I possibly can, and I feel like it's going to rain. I'm just looking around for wood while we're out walking and talking, because I don't even have time to do that. I'm such in a rush that, oh man, I got a whole pile of dead wood here. That's good. Anything that's dead like this stuff would make a great type of firewood or kindling. I got to get this stuff up to camp before night falls, because you don't want to be walking around here at nighttime, especially in the past couple days that I've seen. Haven't seen one yet, but there's bears. There's bears up here. And last night I had a bit of one showed up. Let's put it to you that way. I'm doing a wood run. I got like not even 15 minutes of daylight. I'm trying to collect as much wood as I possibly can. I haven't even got a fire going yet. And I'm running really late. But this is what they call roughing it this weekend. I know you don't see what's going on for a reason, but I'm back in Houston. Like I said, the reason why I called this roughing it weekend. We're all sitting in our homes wondering about Facebook and stuff. And I like weekends like this because it challenges you. Working on the cabin all day, way on the other side of the creek. We got hardly any time to prepare for finding everything else that comes with a long weekend, and I'm by myself, and I'm pulling out whatever I can. This is what I found. This will be my night log. This is a ritual. You need wood to start a fire. But on these grounds, and I'm going to show you the sunset that I'm actually getting to see. But you look at that. You look at that. And you take a good look. Hunting for wood. You wait till I take some pictures. That is red hot, baby. Red hot. This is the best you could possibly get on this type of weekend. I can't wait to see a bear. Okay, so I got this beautiful sunset, and I got some firewood now. I got food and a tent, and my daylight is coming to an end. But what a beautiful, beautiful skylight that I have up on this ridge. And I got some beautiful fire, and you have to understand, I'm here by myself, and this is what they're calling, or what I'm calling, a roughing it weekend, because everything is all natural. There's absolutely nothing here that's not a natural type of thing or weekend. I'm having a hard time keeping my camera mounted somewhere, that's for sure. And I would like to find a spot where I can mount it and still talk. I think I just found a nice cozy place. I can just get it to stay in one place. We'd be okay. That's one good ass fire. Now that looks like a big fire. I just want to say, if you can even see me, is that might look big, but it's not really. But I got it into these rocks here. It's going to warm this area up. It actually heats up the bottom of the rock where I'm heating up. So I'm thankful I got this fire going because I'm starving. I haven't had anything to eat all day. I'm working at the house and that sun's going down. What a wicked night. I'm doing this for myself. There's nobody around. I love it. I just love this. Okay. So I'm gonna sit here. I got my burger on the fire. I got my Budweiser, and the sun is set over there. Dinner's on. The wind's picking up, and it doesn't look good. I'm sweating my ass off, and holy smokes, it was a lot of work. I pulled trees on the other side of the valley out just to have a bit of peace of mind, knowing that once I get done, that I'm gonna have fire still. I'm just gonna. I got 2 trees going this way. And those are gonna be my logs for the night. And I'm just cooking my burger because I'm starving after working all day. I'm not doing quite the Les Stroud way, but so I'll tell you one thing. I'm still in the middle of nowhere, surviving. And I still got cold beer. I don't know where the beer store came from, but I'm not ready to let go of the real survivor tactics, but I'm able to still deal with the issues of being out here in the middle of nowhere. This is pretty hot. I'm going to let her cool down. I don't need it this hot. It's going to melt my tent. And I don't want to start any forest fires. That's the whole key ingredient here. You know, it's something. What I like about out here, bewildered or not, I don't hear any air conditioners going. I don't hear any car traffic. Babies screaming. Problems. I may be sleeping right in the middle of a bear den. It's hard to tell where I'm at. I'm in the middle of dinner. And I got a fire going. Once my dinner's done, then I'm going into tent. One thing I gotta worry about though is forest fires, which are huge right now in this area. Huge. There's been a couple spotted in Timmins, which is about an hour away. Pretty fortunate. Could have brought anybody up here. Y'all would have been scared to death. I love it. I love it. The bugs are a little bit nasty, but you get through it. I couldn't have asked for a nicer night. We got cloud cover coming in, so it's probably going to rain in the morning. Drinking a beer and have some dinner. I just want to say good morning, and I'm waking up, and gonna walk around here. Mosquitoes are pretty bad this morning. Let's see if we can get up and over some hills here. The sun's starting to come up again. It's fairly early in the morning. There's the cabin there, you can see it. The sun's just coming over the horizon line. So what I'm doing is, since we gotta work on the cabin today, and we're gonna see how much of that roof we can do. I'm just taking a bit of a tour here. I gotta go down and get breakfast and stuff. I could have brought food up, but it's a lot of work to start a fire in the morning and when we're trying to get work done. But what I am gonna do is, it's gonna take a little tour. We're going down now. It's morning time. And I'm just gonna, I got a couple of bags on me. I just wanna figure out which way I wanna go. That's a hard route, only because this way here is a hard route. It's straight down, but you're down and over another hill, and then we gotta sleep in when we sleep in, and we're running out of time. We're only here for a few days. Try to make the most of it. I know I am. Straight down seems to be one of the best options here. I know this one doesn't look like fun, but there's a pile of wood that I want to follow. Right down there is the trail, and that's where I want to get to. And if I just follow this all the way down, I think we should be fine. I'm trying to kill myself. Still quite a distance. Like, there's the cabin there, you can see part of the roof done. Now, I'm not taking any big pictures yet, but I might take some tomorrow. here comes our sun. That's what we want. We want that sun to come out. This is a nice little flat here. This is gorgeous up here. This would be a great spot to have a camp. Oh yeah, this is just a great spot here. But, through the trees and over the hills. And over the hills and through the trees. See, this tree line is going to bring me straight down into the bush. And that's exactly where we're heading. You gotta keep in mind, there's no trails. It's just pure navigation through this stuff. And I want to just get a good eye of what's happening in front of me. Because if you don't get a good eye, and you get your foot caught in something, fall and break a leg, I'm pretty much screwed. But I think it should be okay. Coming through all this. I just dropped my bag. This is where we start our bed. I know the camera's not showing a great deal, but that's what we got to walk through to get to the trail. And I'd rather be walking through stuff like this. My video camera's still on, yep. Hopefully, sorry. Now we're coming to a clearing here. Looks like my trail. Maybe not. But these logs look familiar. I'll tell you that right now. This is an old logging trail that used to come through here. Now I'm out and where I want to be. And yeah, you can't see much, but that's where this came from. We're just gonna walk through here and make it back to camp. This is a bit of a hike through here. It's a little trail. It's about a 10-minute walk to where I need to go. You got a lot of stuff with you. It's a bit of a jaunt, but when you get there, it's so gratifying. But the thing is, I'm making twice the amount of trips that I need to make, because I gotta go over to the cabin that we're building and make it over to camp where my uncle's at right now. So I come down and up and down, and we don't make it to breakfast. We don't get fed. Anyways, we're almost there. You can see my trails through here. Yesterday, you see how I cut across. This is actually an old logging trail, and it goes way back here. I think I pointed it out from working on the cabin where this trail is, but what I'm trying to get at is it's about maybe 20, quarter to 8, and I didn't want to be too late getting up tonight. I want to make sure I get enough time to get some wood, and it's kind of hard sometimes in a place like this. There's no beach, and there's no there's no water, there's no hydro. So I borrowed a big bin from my neighbor the other day, and I filled it up with water, and I literally had to take a bath in lukewarm water because working all day in 30-degree heat pretty much is no fun, and being covered in fire ash and sweat after a couple days isn't a lot of fun. I've got to bring my bags and stuff down in the morning because I've been up here for 3 days by myself, and it's been quite fun. I just want to take my hand out of the camera. I just want to point out, like, I've been dying to come up here and do this as I'm walking through these bushes, and it really isn't a lot of fun. I'm working with my uncle and helping him build this cabin this year, but something I gotta say before I even head up. It's been a pretty good weekend. Like, that sun, it's absolutely amazing, and I can't just complain or dismiss anything, but it's a bit of a jaunt up and down where I need to go and spend my night, and really, like, I gotta get somewhere up in between there. So I think I'm just gonna head in here and cut across, make the best out of it. One of these weekends I'm gonna come here and I ain't coming off the mountain for 3 days. Water, hydro, internet, I don't care. I want to see if I can spend 3 days up there by myself. Food, doesn't matter, I don't care. I bring what I need. Anyways, it's a bit of an adventure, and I think it's kind of cool, and I would like to do it. Whether I got water, food, hydro, whatever. But 3 days of being up there, once you see the pictures and stuff, and you don't even have a clue until you're up there. That's just the way it is. So take me away.